Product promotion. BLJ series flour mixer produced by YinYing is used for stirring and mixing the bulk goods, and as the equipment for stirring flours, it is used in restaurants, hotel, canteen, and a packing house to process noodles. The flour mixer is high efficient, easy to operate, and convenient to maintain. According to the production capacity, at the moment, 2 types of flour mixers are produced in YinYing BLJ 15 flour mixer and BLJ 25 flour mixer respectively. Noodle maker. Based on summarizing the pasta machinery production of the market and its own factory, the multi-purpose flour mixer processing machine is designed by YinYing. Its features are compact structure, more convenient and safe to operate with reliable and practical functions and good cost performance. The machine serves several purposes, which is used in making noodles and Chinese and Western pastry. It can also assist the people in kneading pasta, so it is suitable for hotel, restaurant, and food processing units. The noodle maker can be used for cooperating with a flour mixer. At the moment, 2 types of noodle maker are produced in YinYing. 1. Common noodle maker, MT50 type. MT60 type, MT61 type, and MT75-1 type. 2. Automatic pole climbing noodle maker, MT120 type. Inspection preparation. Flour mixer. The machine shall be placed on the horizontal ground before use in order to ensure that the machine can work steadily and reliably. Examine each part of the machine and rotate the stirrer with hands. It shall be flexible. Examine whether the fasteners are loosened or not during transportation and whether the switches and power lines are damaged or not during transportation. Find the professional electrician to connect the machine power line to power switch that confirms to the voltage. Press the start button, and if the machine operates steadily without abnormal sound, then trial operation can be conducted. Noodle maker. The machine shall be placed on the dry and horizontal ground to ensure that the machine can work steadily and reliably. Before starting up, examine whether there are foreign matters in the roller and noodle maker blade. If there are, clean the foreign matters. Before use, install the flour dustpan in place. Pull the sliding chute on the upper side of the rack and push the flour dustpan into sliding chute. Switch on the power and place the switch on the position of clockwise, and the rotating direction of roller should be the identical with the market direction. If it is not, adjust the wiring. Conduct no load trial operation, and the machine can work normally if everything is normal. Operation and maintenance. Flour mixer. Add the material to be mixed, such as flour, to the charging bucket and then add a moderate amount of water. Usually, the ratio of flour and water is 1 to 0.28 to 0.3. After the flour and water is stirred evenly, place the stuffing device under the discharge port lift and retaining plate so that the stirred material can automatically discharge and fall into the holding device. Carefully clean the machine after each use and discharge the roof cover. Use the dry duster cloth to wipe away the remaining material of the discharging bucket. Processing the flour patches with common noodle maker. Turn the switch to the position of clockwise and make the stirred paste particles fall into the roller evenly for kneading. The paste shall be kneaded from thickness to thinness by adjusting the gap of the roller. The roller gap of MT50 type and MT75-1 type is adjusted by the adjustable bolt of adjustable roller ends. The roller gap decreases if the adjustable bolt is rotated clockwise and increases if the adjustable bolt is rotated counterclockwise. MT60 and MT61 noodle makers depend on adjusting the adjustable handlebar rotation eccentricity of the adjustable roller ends to achieve adjustment. If the handlebar is pulled outward and rotated upward at the same time, the roller gap decreases, or else it will become larger. During adjustment, The bilateral scale mark that both ends of the handlebar face shall be identical to ensure that the roller gap is identical. The thickness of the entering paste shall be controlled as 2 to 3 times of the thickness of the existing paste. After several times of being kneaded, the flour patches are with high smooth degree and al dente taste. The flour patches before slitting shall be 1 to 2 millimeters thick and are rolled with a rolling paste for preparation. Installed noodle knife. There are 2 lines of knife grooves on the left and right of the grid tray. When the knife is installed, one end with the gear of the noodle knife is on the right and the knife is pushed into the square groove. After the gear on the noodle knife is engaged with a rack wheel, screw the butterfly nut and fasten the noodle knife with a fixed support. Slitting. When the machine begins to work, pull the ends of the prepared patches into both rotating rollers. Once patches are rolled again, they will be cut by the noodle knife. Noodles are cut out and then fall into the holding flour dust pan. The operator shall cut off the noodles in time, take them out, and put them on the drying rack. All maintenance should be conducted when the power is off. Clean carefully the machine and use dry duster cloth to wipe off the remaining materials on the surface of the machine. Sharp instrument will not be allowed to scrape both rollers and noodle knife. Wash the machine with spray pipe is not allowed to prevent water inflowing into the electrical machine and danger. Take unscheduled inspection on the tightness degree and wearing conditions of the ordinary V-belt and conduct adjustment or replacement in time. Refill oil filter with a lubricating oil per shift and true skier oil or number 20 engine oil. Fill number 20 engine oil into the oil filling port of both ends of the noodle knife before use per shift. Empty 120 type. Examine whether there are foreign matters or dirt in the flour bucket before use and clean the bucket as required. Examine the tightness degree of each chain. If the chain is too loose, tighten the chain in time. Before the flour is rolled, put the flour pole into the holding flour pan. After the noodle market rotates for several times idly, examine whether there is a noise. The immobilization of the flour bucket is reliable or not, and the driving system operates or not. Negative operation is strictly prohibited. Put the stirred paste into the bucket after it is ripened for 10 minutes, and the paste enters the rollers to be pressed into flour patches initially automatically. Then the paste enters the second roller for binding flour patches. After flour patches are bound, pull them artificially and lead them into third roller. After the third roller, flour patches automatically enter the fourth roller for thin repressing. Then they are cut by noodle knife into noodles. The upper roll hooker lifts the flour pole to the upper flour rack. When the machine is first used, it is better to press 10 to 15 kilograms of flours and then clean the anti-rust oil applied on the roller. When the noodles are finished, at first cut off the power and then clean the remaining residues on the flour bucket, holding flour pan and blade with clean duster cloth.